Hey guys, Sophia here with turquoisetoffee.wordpress.com, and I'm back with another video. We are talking about the 2021 Olympia fitness results, which was the most crazy thing I have ever experienced. This was so exciting. I am sure that you guys are going to have a lot of comments, so I am looking forward to seeing what you have to say. Let's just get right to it because this is so intense. Okay, so in terms of Olympia, of course, I have a question mark because I don't know what the rules are for next year's Olympia. However, I think it's safe to presume that the top 5 from this year are all going to qualify for next year's Olympia as they have in the past. So let's take a look at the top 5. Oh, here we go. This scorecard is so cool. So in first place was Whitney, second, Missy, third, Oksana, fourth, Ariel, and fifth, Jaclyn. So let's break it down. In the physique round, Whitney came in first, Missy came in second, and Ariel came in third. I know that is probably surprising that Whitney was able to surpass Missy. It was close. It wasn't like a crazy, upsetting, huge distribution in the points, but Whitney definitely had it for the physique round. Then for the routine, again, Whitney had it first, Missy was in second, but this time Oksana came in third. So at the end of the day, Whitney kept her first place, Missy kept her second, Oksana came up to third, Ariel went to fourth, and Jaclyn had fifth. Holy smokes. I know so many of us were expecting Missy to win, but Whitney did it. Congratulations to Whitney. Let's take a look. Okay, so starting with Jaclyn in fifth, I think she looked amazing. Wow, like where did this come from? She looks so good. Her conditioning was fantastic. She's got such amazing detail in her legs. Her abs look amazing. I am drawn to her shoulders. Such a beautiful shape, nice size. She's got a great V-taper. Her lats look lovely. Her waist looks tiny. Like, holy smokes, she just looks so amazing. I feel like she could have even more size to her arms to match the shoulders, right? More bicep, more tricep. And that's kind of it. I think she just looked really, really good. Of course, in this lineup against Whitney, against Missy, she could definitely just have more size overall. Bigger arms, bigger legs. But I think her shoulders are fabulous. Her V-taper is amazing. Her glutes looked tremendous. I thought this was a really beautiful fifth place for Jaclyn. I thought her physique looked just amazing. And here's a look at her routine, and I was blown away. Her dancing skills are next level. She is so graceful. She's elegant. You can just tell she is a professional dancer. She's unbelievable. From the tips of her fingers to the point of her toes, she just had the most beautiful lines, the most graceful dance moves, and then she would surprise you by like flipping over. She'd be in the most beautiful looking, romantic, flowy, dancey move, and then all of a sudden, bam, it was this high energy handstand. So I was just enthralled. I was glued to the screen. I thought her routine was gorgeous. Now, I also want to highlight this photographer on Instagram. Go check him out. It's W_Whitman photo. He took the most beautiful photos of these athletes. I'm going to highlight that and let you see for yourselves. Jaclyn just looked amazing. Okay, next in fourth place was Ariel. Keep in mind, she was in third in the physique round. She looks so good. She did so good at the Arnold, so we were expecting her to be in a high position overall, let alone in the physique round. And she did not disappoint. Great conditioning. Look at this middle picture at her legs. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. She's got striations. She's got feathering in the quads. She's just crazy good. Really nice abs. Her V-taper looks fabulous. I think her lats look amazing. Her shoulders are nice. Maybe not as exaggerated and gigantic as some of the other competitors. And I still feel like Ariel could have even larger legs. She could have bigger glutes. She could have a larger quad sweep. Even more hamstring definition in the back would be nice. But I mean, what she has is amazing. She's got a beautiful shape. I think she just could use more size overall. I know I said the same for Jaclyn, but bigger legs for sure. Her conditioning, though, was amazing. And I love the suit. She's got that signature hairstyle. She just looks fresh. She looks so energetic. She looks totally on it. And I think she did extremely well. And here's a look at her routine. So powerful. She's so talented. I just love what she created. It was so flippy and gymnastics heavy and just amazing. High energy. She is so good, and we are going to continue seeing her in this top position at the Olympia for years to come. And now here are some amazing shots of her from W. Whitman photo. Just gorgeous. That leg, I can't get over it. Her definition was crazy good. And look at this action shot of her doing a backflip. Unreal. She's beautiful. Okay, next in third place was Oksana. Oh, Oksana, she is such a gorgeous woman and such a beautiful performer. Actually, one of you guys had the best comment. In my Arnold prediction video, it was Diane who commented. So shout out to Diane. Diane said that Oksana was like a muscular ballerina. That is perfection. I love that description. It is so perfect. That's exactly what she is. She is buff. She has beautiful muscles. Her conditioning is fabulous. I think her abs are so beautiful. When she's in her routine suit, all I could see were her abs. And yet she is graceful and long and lean like a beautiful ballerina. So I love that description. She looks fantastic. Of course, in this lineup of girls, she doesn't have the size to compete with Missy and Oksana for the physique round. However, let's talk about this for a second, and I would love to hear your opinion. The routine counts for more than the physique. And Oksana does so well in the routines that she doesn't really need to win or be the top for the physique. She's got a gorgeous package, what she is. She's always up there. She's very high. She might not be the exact first place for the physique, but she does so well in the routines that she doesn't need to. She can still bump up to a second or a third place because of how good her routine is. So does she need more size? That's debatable. Let me know in the comments what you think. She can keep going and still do extremely well with the package that she is. Her conditioning is fabulous. She's got a beautiful shape, great small waist. I love her signature pose that you see in the middle with that one leg crossed in front of the other. She's so gorgeous. She's got the most beautiful lines that she creates. I love Oksana. I know you guys do too. So here's a look at her routine, which was just so entertaining. We all love watching her. Her routines are so memorable. She's got a cigarette in her mouth while she is dancing and jumping, and she's so good. I thought her suit was amazing. The choreography was incredible. Again, the dancing aspect of it was beautiful, but so was the gymnastics and the flexibility and the strength. So beyond impressed with Oksana. And here are a few really gorgeous photos from W. Whitman photo. Just beautiful. Okay, next in second place is Missy. And I can already predict the comments that you guys are going to say about Missy. Yes, she is gorgeous. Yes, we expect that she's going to win the physique round. But let's try to figure out what could it have been that bumped her into second place. Now, she's got an amazing V-taper. She's got gorgeous shoulders. Her posing is beautiful. Her legs have amazing detail, great sweep. Her glutes look amazing. Like, she is really phenomenal. We already knew this about Missy. But if I could try to come up with some constructive criticism, I feel like in this middle pose here, she's lacking a little bit of shape to the top of the glute. And I think you might notice it when we look at her compared to Whitney in the lineup. Okay, so perhaps she could have a little bit more roundness to the top of her glute. She has incredible sides and a great size overall, but maybe just a little bit more roundness to the top. Okay, another thing I could think of perhaps is Missy has a lot of shoulder and a lot of lat. It is beautiful and gorgeous and creates a crazy good V-taper, but when you compare her top to her bottom, I do believe that you could argue that her top is a little bit dominating. So perhaps from a more balanced perspective, she could either have larger legs or a smaller upper body. And maybe she could even just pose with her arms a little closer to her body, and that would just create the illusion of a little bit more balance. That is literally the only thing I can think of. I've looked at the pictures, I watched the feed, and that's where I am coming for how Missy could potentially improve and be competitive with Whitney. But it could be a good back and forth between the two of them from this point forward, which is so entertaining. And fitness is going to continue to be so exciting. But please comment below what you think. And here is a look at her routine. Again, we've seen it before at the Arnold. It was so good then. It was so good now. There was a bit of a mishap with the ladder, but she waited until they fixed it, which I think was the absolute right move, the right thing to do. She had these beautiful wings that came to life, and then she stripped them down, flipped off the ladder. It was incredible. She is so high energy. There's so much height. There's so much power. Missy really has amazing routines. And here are some of those gorgeous photos. You can see her mid backflip. Unreal. It was a beautiful second place for Missy, and I don't think anybody can say she didn't do well just simply because she didn't regain her title. It was still an amazing show. All right, and now here's Whitney in first, who really did look amazing. I don't think you can argue that it was not her win. She did fantastic. And when you look at her, I see balance. Yes, she is not as big, for example, in the shoulders as Missy. She might not have as crazy of a V-taper, but she has beautiful balance. Her lower body is a perfect proportion to her upper body. She's also beautifully symmetric, and she has great conditioning. And look at her glute. She's got a really nice round shape from the top all the way to the bottom. Beautiful glute ham tie-ins. She's got a great 3D quality to her muscles in her back. Like I said, the conditioning is fantastic. You're seeing adductors in the back, in her thighs. You're seeing all kinds of detail in her quads. Her shoulders look crazy. Those delts are just popping. She's got beautiful arms. Her suit is complementary to her beautiful blonde hair. Her posing is fabulous. Like, she did amazing. It is so hard to criticize and be critical of any of these women. But, I mean, Whitney just looked incredible. She's got balance. That's really what is striking me. Here's a look at her routine. She is so talented. I think she could enter breakdancing competitions and win them. She is doing crazy spins on the ground, on her shoulders, on her head, like just wild. And she's got the gymnastics moves. She is so energetic. There's just a fiery passion in her, and you are drawn to her, and you cannot help but watch her and be in awe with your jaw on the ground. So another amazing routine. I think Missy, Whitney, and Oksana, and Ariel, and Jaclyn, they all had just these incredible routines that you could not stop watching. It was so good. And a few amazing photos. Look at her abs. Look at the definition in her legs when she's in her routine. Incredible. Okay, but now let's compare them side by side. And honestly, it just comes down to Whitney and Missy. And when I look at them, maybe you can agree with me. And if you don't, please comment below. I would love to hear what you guys think could have been the reason for the placings. I see Whitney and I see that balance. Her shoulders are a beautiful curve to the lats, which come into this nice tight stomach, and a very gorgeous, beautiful quad sweep. Her thighs look very thick. There's no gap between her legs. Her hamstrings are full. Her quads are full. She looks gorgeous. When you look at Missy beside her, also gorgeous, but a little bit more bigger proportions. Her shoulders are very large. Her lats are extremely large. Her waist is very small. And then her legs are not quite as big in comparison to the upper body. Her conditioning is fabulous, just like Whitney, but somehow to me, Whitney had a little bit more balance. And now from behind, Whitney, again, her legs look incredible. Her glutes are so full from top to bottom. She's got a beautiful roundness the whole length of the glute. You've got really nice glute ham tie-ins and then a nice proportionate sweep. Missy has the most incredible back, such a small waist. They were both amazing. And when you scan your eye across this whole lineup, it is an amazing top 5. Ariel looks incredible. Jaclyn looks incredible. Even Oksana looks amazing in this lineup, right? It was so good. So, what does this mean? Well, Whitney, Missy, and Oksana were already qualified, and now Ariel and Jaclyn will be qualified for the 2022 Olympia. So exciting. Now, I will be back with more recaps from today. We still have women's bodybuilding, women's physique, and figure to talk about. So make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss those recaps. Give me a like if you like this video. Comment below. I am so excited to hear what you guys have to say. And come find me. I'm on turquoisetoffee.wordpress.com and, of course, on Instagram at turquoisetoffee.